On a night of torrential rain, a landslide has blocked the highway due to the heavy storm. In this situation, 10 strangers arrive at a motel located on a deserted roadside far from the city. However, after some time, a series of murders begins one after another. No one knows who the killer is or why they are killing. So today, I have brought the story of the 2003 masterpiece suspense thriller, Identity. The story is based on the book And Then There Were None by the renowned author Agatha Christie. Paris is a sex worker who was leaving the city for a rural area with all her money to escape her old life. But in a moment of carelessness, her high heels and some dresses fall onto the road. While returning by that road at night, those shoes get stuck in the wheel of a couple's car, causing a puncture. They are George and Alice York, along with their only son, Timothy. While fixing the tire in the rain, Alice is struck by a car driven by Ed and the actress Caroline Suzanne. Because the storm had cut off all communication, Ed brings them to a motel. The owner of this motel is Larry. As Ed leaves with them to find an ambulance, he realizes after a short distance that going to the city is impossible due to the landslide. Eventually, on the way back to the hotel, he encounters Paris and a new couple, Ginny and Lou, standing by their broken-down car. They all arrive at the hotel together. Meanwhile, Officer Rhodes and his prisoner Maine also arrive at the motel. Ed sews up the wound on Alice's throat so she can survive the night. On the other side, Rhodes ties Maine up in the washroom. In the middle of the night, Caroline goes outside with her phone to find a signal to talk about her next project with her agency. Someone unknown murders her. Hearing a muffled sound, Ed comes outside and follows Caroline's scattered belongings. He finds her severed head inside a washing machine, where the key to room number 10 was found. Now, naturally, suspicion falls on the criminal Maine. Upon checking the washroom, they see that he has escaped. This makes Rhodes, Larry, and Ed certain that he is the one responsible. When the news of the murder reaches the others, fear arises among everyone. As a result, various opinions come forward. Ginny is absolutely unwilling to stay at the motel. But where can she go in this condition? Ed tells everyone to stay in one room while he goes out with Rhodes and Larry to search for Maine. Meanwhile, a fight breaks out between Ginny and Lou, revealing that Ginny is not pregnant and lied to marry Lou. During the argument, Ginny locks herself in the washroom when Lou's scream suddenly comes from outside. Lou has always been aggressive, so Ginny is initially afraid to open the door. But when Lou doesn't respond to her calls, she comes out to find that someone has murdered him. On the other side, Maine is seen fleeing through the rain. But after traveling a long way across the high road, he is shocked. Because even after running so far, he has ended up right back in front of the motel. Right then, Rhodes and Ed capture Maine and make him a prisoner. They leave him under Larry's watch and head out. By this time, Alice regains consciousness, and George keeps her calm with aspirin. Meanwhile, during a private conversation with Paris, it is revealed that Ed was actually a Los Angeles police officer. The failure to save a Mexican girl while on duty broke his spirit. Due to failing his medical evaluation, Ed is currently on medical leave. In the midst of the conversation, he finds the key to room number 9 in Lou's clothes. As Ed goes to inform Rhodes about this, he sees that Maine has been murdered. Larry's baseball bat is shoved into Maine's mouth, and the key to room number 8 lies nearby. Because Larry killed the prisoner, Rhodes beats him up, though Larry claims he didn't do it. But when Caroline's things are found on him, all suspicion turns toward Larry. When Larry tries to use Paris as a shield to escape, an old corpse falls out of a freezer during the struggle. While everyone is horrified by this, Larry takes the opportunity to flee in the car. But while trying to avoid hitting Timothy standing in the middle of the road, George is struck and killed by the car. Everyone is left speechless by this horrific event that happened in a split second. By then, as Larry is held responsible for every murder, a new mystery emerges. According to Larry, after losing everything in gambling in Las Vegas last month, he came to this hotel while fleeing the city. But upon entering, he saw that the motel manager was already lying dead from a heart attack. So Larry hid the owner's body in the freezer and sat there pretending to be the owner himself. And coincidentally, his name is also Rhodes. Not believing a single word he says, they think he is the real killer. However, there were different opinions among the group. Ginny thinks the deaths are due to supernatural reasons, because 100 years ago, the government held Indians captive in this place, and most of them died from lack of water. But Rhodes is not ready to accept this. He clearly states that if anyone tries to leave this room, he will shoot them. The storm outside is intensifying, and inside, a shadow of grief falls amidst intense mental pressure and fear, because Alice has died. Rhodes recovered the key to room number 6 from beside her bed. So where is number 7? Suspiciously, Rhodes and Ed go outside, move Larry's car, and find the key to room number 7 in front of George's body. But how is this possible? Because George's accident happened right in front of them. So who placed this key? In this terrifying situation, Ed tells Paris, Ginny, and Timothy to leave in the car. He tells them to keep driving, no matter what, until the fuel runs out or a landslide blocks their path. As Ginny gets into the car first with Timothy, a sudden explosion sets the entire vehicle on fire. Everyone rushes to put out the fire but is shocked, because there is no corpse in the car. Even the bodies of George, Lou, Caroline, Alice, and Maine have all vanished. It looks as if nothing ever happened there. Paris screams in fear, I have given up all hope. I don't know what you want. Next week is my 30th birthday, and I want to celebrate it at home. Just let me go. Then comes another twist, because coincidentally, the birthday of everyone present in the room is May 10th. Just as they are about to discuss this, the motel's entire electric supply is blown out by a massive thunderbolt. While the others are busy looking for flashlights, Paris checks Rhodes' car and is stunned by a file, because Rhodes is not an officer. Rather, he and Maine are both convicts who escaped from Nevada jail. While transporting them, they killed the officer, locked him in the trunk, and Rhodes put on the officer's uniform to play the rest of the drama. As Paris tries to tell Ed and Larry about this, Rhodes chases her to kill her. While Larry tries to save her in that state, Rhodes shoots and kills Larry. Paris escapes and tells Ed everything. Then Ed confronts Rhodes. Rhodes warns him that he doesn't want to kill anyone. He just wants the car keys. But Ed stands his ground, and as they shoot each other, both die. Paris tries hard to save Ed, but his last words were, "Go, Paris, fulfill your dream." As the morning rain stops, Paris leaves that horrific night's memory behind and moves toward her destination. The story shifts from here back to a room. Present there are a police official, a high court judge, 2 lawyers, and a doctor named Mr. Malik. 48 hours before the hearing of the 1998 Rivers case, Mr. Malik found a secret diary of the killer, which could determine whether the killer lives or dies. Therefore, a few hours before the execution, this secret emergency meeting was held away from the media. Mr. Malik was discussing the case of a killer named Malcolm Rivers. As evidence, there are case files, recorded statements, and old newspaper reports. In 1972, a 9-year-old child living in Nevada, Malcolm Rivers, was rescued from being locked in a bathroom. His mother was a sex worker by profession. From a young age, Malcolm went through extreme physical and mental trauma. His mother used to beat him. He grew up amidst neglect and starvation. After witnessing his mother's death before his eyes, Malcolm grew up in the government social welfare department. The extreme abuse from childhood affected his mind, and as he grew up, Malcolm was diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder or multiple personality disorder, which is now in its final stage. A person suffering from this disease develops multiple characters or separate entities within them, where those separate personalities take over by suppressing the primary personality of the affected person. And the surprising thing is, the person themselves is not aware of each entity, and they cannot understand which character or entity is active within them at that moment. On May 10, 1998, Malcolm Rivers murdered 6 people in a Nevada apartment. Dr. Malik found a diary of Malcolm's where the names of each character, their life goals, and their actions are written in detail. Now the fact is, according to the 1986 United States Supreme Court rules, no person can be punished who does not know about their own guilt. Meaning, Malcolm does not know about any of the 6 murders he committed. Malik places Malcolm's diary, written 4 years ago, before everyone as evidence. According to Malik, those 6 murders in the Nevada apartment were not committed by Malcolm. Rather, they were done by one of the 11 entities existing within him. And if that killer entity can be identified and eliminated, it is possible to prove Malcolm sane and innocent and cancel his death sentence. Now comes the biggest twist, because when Malcolm is brought before everyone tied to a wheelchair, it is revealed he is none other than Ed. But when he sees his own face in the mirror, he sees someone else there. As a result, confusion begins. So for better understanding, I am explaining the whole thing very simply from here. Actually, because Malcolm suffers from dissociative identity disorder, Dr. Malik sets up a story of a rainy night to find the killer entity among his 11 entities, where Malcolm places himself within the story and advances the murder mystery with a combination of his 11 characters. Malik thought that with the death of each character in the story, meaning each of Malcolm's 11 entities, whoever survives in the end would be Malcolm's good side or positive entity, meaning what we saw in the story so far did not happen in reality. Rather, it was happening inside Malcolm's imagination or mind. Each character shown in the story is a reflection of the difficult times and realities of Malcolm's life. The character named Paris has similarities with Malcolm's mother because she was a sex worker and was trying to escape this brutal life for a healthy one. The character of Caroline marks the time before Malcolm's mother entered the sex trade. Actually, she wanted to be a heroine at one point, but after failing at that, she had to enter the sex trade. The couple named Ginny and Lou expresses the marital discord between his mother and father. Malcolm could never express himself before everyone throughout his life and has always stayed under someone else's control. As a result, this part of his life manifested as the character of Larry. Maine is Malcolm's prisoner entity after the murder, and Rhodes is his entity that wants to start everything fresh after leaving the prisoner life. Ed was Malcolm's healthiest and best entity, who wanted to save everyone by alerting them about death and accidents. The characters of Alice and George mark the new life of Malcolm's mother, where the mother dreamed of a happy life by forming a relationship with a new man. The death of Alice here expresses the death of Malcolm's mother. Just as the 9-year-old Malcolm had no choice but to witness his mother's death, the same happened with Timothy. And this Timothy is the original 9-year-old Malcolm rescued from the bathroom. Because of this, Timothy is the only character who does not speak to anyone. The notable thing is, each character is named after the cities Malcolm traveled to for his mother's work, such as Ginny, Virginia, Lou, Louisiana, Caroline, Louisiana, Paris, Nevada, George, New York, Larry, Washington, Rhodes, Island, and Ed, Dakota. Since Malcolm committed the Nevada apartment murders on May 10th, every entity or character's birth date was May 10th. So in the very last part of the story, Dr. Malik eliminated every personality, including the killer one, within Malcolm. And only the entity of Paris returns to her happy life from the motel. Meaning, Malcolm is now completely healthy, and according to United States Supreme Court rules, his death sentence is canceled and he is left in Malik's care. But right here comes the most shocking twist. Paris is shown farming lemons on her farm, and while digging the soil there, she finds the key to room number 1. And right then, Timothy brutally murders Paris. Along with this, as the movie goes into flashback, it is revealed that all those murders at the motel were committed by no one else but Timothy, the 9-year-old killer entity within Malcolm. Actually, because Ed, Rhodes, and Maine were the most suspicious in that whole story on the rainy night, everyone's attention was on them. Consequently, in a natural sense, no one suspected the 9-year-old Timothy. And it was this Timothy entity that made Malcolm murder 6 people in the apartment in 1998, whom Dr. Malik could not catch even after doing so many sessions all this time. And finally, while being transported in the car, Malcolm's Timothy entity kills Dr. Malik and the driver. And with that shocking revelation, the movie comes to an end. So in the end, the real question isn't who the killer was, it's whether the killer was ever just one person. Because sometimes the most dangerous monsters don't exist outside. They live hidden deep inside the human mind. If you enjoyed this twisted psychological mystery, don't forget to like the video. And for more dark, suspenseful, and mind-bending movie recaps, subscribe to Ghostly Screen. See you in the next nightmare.